What's going on, y'all? In this video, beware of the night shift worker trap. Not quite sure what I'm gonna title this video, but essentially, like, if you work night shift, it's a lot of psychological hidden things that's taking place. Okay, I ain't gotta make it deep. I'm gonna let y'all know that. I ain't gonna make it deep. But what I've realized, I've been working night shift for the past 3 years. All of the jobs that the only other job that I've kept for a year plus, it was a night shift job. So with that being said, you're just on a very different rhythm than everyone else. Like right now it's 3 a.m. and I feel fully up, fully awake, fully ready to talk and socialize and be active and drive and shit. I would do my grocery shopping at 4 in the morning if I could, but shit don't be open. At one point, Walmart was open at 24 hours. But I think when the pandemic hit, they stopped that. So with that being said, man, to my night shift workers, just for one, don't feel guilty when you want a very different frequency from those around you. If you may sleep all day, you got family, you might have kids, and that's a different story. You might have to be up for your kids, take them to school, really, you know what I'm saying, be active and responsible. But shit, you might have a girlfriend, might have your family that's calling on you or wanting to do stuff or wanting you to do stuff, but you sleep in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I deal with a little bit. But then again, I be up and active at night, and y'all might be up and active at night, and that's okay. I'm always telling y'all shit is okay, right? Because I'm always looking and seeking, and I'm just wired to find the hidden little subtleties that try to fuck up our reality and really try to fuck up our frequency. Your frequency can be compromised. Many different ways, many different things that come in and just like make you unhappy. Truly, that's what it is, because peace is hard enough to maintain. Happiness is fleeting, but you can really maintain peace if you work for it. But then again, when your frequency is compromised, you basically just get unhappy. And it could be something from your job, it could be your relationship, it could be your entrepreneurship, your business, your art, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But mostly it's gonna come from other people. But truly, if we're gonna be mature and accountable, it's not other people, it's you. You're feeling something inside of you, and another person is just the trigger for it. But they're not triggering something inside of you. Something inside of you is triggered by them. Okay? So, yeah, just remember that. It's never other people. It's always us. And, we sign up for our job, so we sign up to go to work on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do at your job. You might not like parts of it. You might want to just be chilling, but you got something you got to do. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But really just know that something can compromise your frequency. Of course, it's nothing wrong with being angry. It's nothing wrong with being angry. Anger is okay. So if you can acknowledge when you're unhappy, then you can zap into anger and use that shit as fuel and fire and alchemize and just, it's all about alchemy. It's all about alchemy. So I've been telling y'all peace. Recently, I've been telling y'all peace, realizing that it's that middle point between happiness and unhappiness. Peace. Now, happiness is worth maintaining with positive thoughts, high level elevated emotions, and just, seeing the bright side of life, motherfucking putting on a smile, being able to laugh, not being so anal and uptight, not being so all the grievances, all of the judgments, all of the, oh, this ain't right, oh, I don't like this, oh, they ain't do it right. Like, man, oh man, hey, it's all about, if you want to attract people to you, it's all about being a more pleasant person. So to think more positively, to project more positive things to the world, it'll make you more pleasant. It'll make people want to be around you. And ultimately, I ain't got to go deep into the psychology, the subconscious, the blah, blah, blah. But, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of shit that I want to kind of get to in this video. Don't know how long it'll be, but I'm chilling. Hope y'all chilling with me. Yeah, I'm a little high. All right, so if y'all couldn't tell, but the happiness. So I don't want to quite leave off of that just yet, with your frequency being compromised. So you could be 100% confident. You could be ready to go talk to a girl, make a YouTube video, create some art, motherfucking create a TikTok, just be vibing, just be fully in your energy. You know what I'm saying? But then something can just compromise your fucking frequency. Something comes in, zaps you. Now you feeling unsure. You feeling a little confused. You feeling some doubt. You ultimately feeling some dread. You dreading an activity that you know you got to do. And that's kind of what it really be. It's all the responsibilities that we can have. Once you think about something in the future, or once you know you got to do something, just like that, it can shift you into that unhappiness zone. But remember, alchemize that unhappiness into anger, fuel, fire, pride, all right? Strength. Really, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm super laid back. And then I also want to just say this before we get too far along. The spirituality, the motherfucking Gnosticism, occultism, that shit is the highest order, right? I want y'all to really understand that, because it's all your life. It's your life, bro, sis. It's your life. So however you deal with your spirituality, it is what it is. But then when it comes to life and emotions and making money and socializing, I definitely want to talk about that shit more too. You know what I'm saying? For me and for you. The more I talk about it, the better I feel, the better I progress in my life, then the better I can help y'all as well. Because I know I got a lot of good gems, a lot of different perspective that the rest of the world don't have. So yeah, allow me to really just lay back and chill. And I need y'all to lay back and chill with me, because we gonna get to a lot of shit. I met Derek Grace over the weekend. Some of y'all may know Derek Grace. If not, look him up. Derek Grace, entrepreneur, millionaire, 10 kids, great dude, a lot of gems, a lot of great products, a lot of great curriculums and books. Man, oh man, entrepreneur elitism. Met him, one of my top role models, one of my top inspirations. And it may be a little bit of a paradox that, yeah, I could fuck with somebody like him, so big on making money, so big on working and hustling. And then I'm oftentimes telling y'all to not focus on money. And I'm definitely always putting cash in its proper perspective as the limiter of energy in the system. It is the thing that it funds all of the violence and chaos and mind control in this planet. So the natural law, I can also group into Gnosticism, occultism, your spirituality, your idea, whether you want to reincarnate or not, just remaining detached. All of that shit is at the forefront. You must keep that at the forefront of all of your activities, just like the present moment. You know what I'm saying? Because it is actually like one of the biggest psyops to be focused and thinking about the future or thinking about the past. It's like that shit does nothing but limit your capability to make change in your life. Literally, that's it. You stay the exact same year after year, time after time, because if you constantly thinking about the past, thinking about what happened to you, thinking about why this happened, why did this person do this, what you could have did different, thinking about some shit that you regret, thinking about your appearance, you know what I'm saying, all of the insecurities and things that we could change and wish we could do different about our body, blah, blah, blah. Then thinking about the future, that anxiety that comes along with what you got to do. All of that shit simply compromises your frequency right there, being in the past or being too far in the future. So to be in the present is absolutely the goal and the focus, and it's what you're psyoped and mind controlled to not be in, right? They're siphoning your energy into the future, siphoning your energy into the past, and ultimately all you have is the present moment right now to create change, to think different, to do the thing that you need to do, all of that great shit, right? And just also remember, like, shit, I'm about to tell y'all about Derek Grace and tell y'all about the, what can I call it? Event that I went to. I was about to speak at an event, but the event that I pulled up to 2 days ago, Saturday, it got rained out. So the event got canceled, but I was going to get on stage and speak. The event was about freedom, right? Not the freedom that I'll talk to y'all about, but I was going to put motherfuckers on game to that. but it was about the Freedom Summer Festival. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of great black people, beautiful, excellent black people, vendors, poets, singers, performers, whatever. And I was gonna get up there and speak. But Derek Grace hosted an event where he did a Q&A, answered a lot of questions gracefully, no pun intended, but the synonym, the frequency, all aligns. Patient with wisdom, care, just answered everybody's questions. And I admire how he handles people. I admire how he deals and interacts. You know what I'm saying? To remain humble, to remain so grounded, and having the capability, the power, having done everything that he did, man, oh man. Nothing but respect, nothing but honor for Derek Grace. And of course, I want to honor Derek Grace with the work, with the consistency, with the commitment, with the discipline, with the motherfucking backing up your beliefs, and your will and your action, all of those good things. And I've done it, and now I want to do it more. And ultimately, by producing more content, helping y'all out, and just really getting motherfucking to it. It's like, the shit is so spiritual. The game of life is oh so spiritual. So what you feel, you make it real. You're making the game more real. So even right now, I feel good. I feel the spirit of the video. I feel that this shit is gonna help y'all. It's gonna enlighten y'all. And I can just, man, oh man. But we must stay very motherfucking aware that money, entrepreneurship, capitalism, making the millions, that's humanity, that's ego, and that's the reason as to why a lot of people are fucked up and mad and angry in this world. Now, of course, it's good. Great. Get your money, get your cash. But you really must focus on your emotions and your spirit ultimately, because a lot of people in this world are materialistic and physical. Materialistic and physical. So it's just so much focus on the body, so much focus on the ego, so much focus on money, so much focused on the car. But you're missing out on a whole other 50% of actuality, of life, of reality, whatever you want to label it. Of course, there's a split between actuality, being the physical 3D world of truth, and then your reality, which is your subjective perspective world that is in your mind, in your imagination. But you're missing out on the whole 50% by simply just not acknowledging the spiritual game. The spiritual game, once you acknowledge it, it allows you to maintain peace. Focus on the fact that you are literally a soul, consciousness, having a human experience. Now, I get it. You might be tied up in the matrix. You might have to be at work. You might have to be on time at a lot of different places and attending and being around a lot of different people, a busy schedule. So, you know, it may not always be in your best interest. At least you may say that, because I truly don't. Like, we all have 10 minutes to meditate. We all have 10 minutes to read a book. We all have seconds to just affirm, I am a soul having a human experience. So I truly believe that. And I remember I saw a meme with an ancient yogi, dude with a long beard. He said, to say that you don't have time is to basically say that you don't want to. It's just an excuse, like literally. And I can truly just take a step back and realize that a lot of people's egos in this world are really that tied up in maintaining and holding up the image of whatever they want to project to everyone around them, to the point where they're going to just say, oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I ain't got time. Oh, that ain't important. You just don't want to do it. You just don't care about it. So with that being said, my people, if y'all care about me, if y'all care about this content, if y'all care about my videos, my channel, my music, oh my God, let's get the fuck to it. Because oftentimes I'd be like thinking about other people. I think about other people a lot. But you know what I'm saying? People that I don't even necessarily associate with. And it's like the ego and what other people put onto the internet. I know my thoughts and my content and who I am is different. And I truly don't care to socialize and get along and make too many more friends in this lifetime, other than the people that I want to be around, my family, etc., etc. But truly, to be out socializing and networking, I do fuck with y'all, my supporters. But in general, You ain't really gotta worry or think that I even have the expectation to be collabing with other YouTubers, content creators, rappers, any other shit. Because I got my 4 role models, people that I'm inspired by, people that motivate me. Oh, let me just give them an all shout out right now. Rest in power to Brother Panic. Shout out to Mark Passio, keep doing the great work. Mike X Art, my bro birthday just passed. Great artist, Cleveland, Ohio. And then Derek Grace. And then, of course, I was once inspired by a bunch of rappers, which helped make me be who I became to be in my 20s. And then my inspirations now is going to help to continuously lead me to who I'm going to be in my 30s. But, of course, life is about evolution. So when it comes to rap and ego and money, I have, skipped very far ahead in the realm of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Studying a lot of this shit. But because I've made it my job, I've made it my absolute job to speak this information to y'all, to help free y'all mind, to help you choose your decision, remove from all of the cult influence of this world, to choose how you want to live your life, to choose what you want to believe, to choose what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. I hope y'all know that. I hope y'all aware of that. And with that being said, I still want the dumb shit too. Let me just be real. I still want the money, the cars, the experience. I still want to live lavish. I still want to have some nice clothes, all of that good shit. And that is one thing that, we integrating. So the spirituality is key. And getting the money is something, if you want to do it, then do it. Get to it. Stay getting to it. But then remaining detached, oh so key. Remaining detached at all times from the relationships, from the people that you're going to attract, from your money pursuit, from being strong and tough, from being a pretty, curvaceous woman. All of the people that you're going to attract, man, you must remain detached. You must be able to sit with yourself at the end of the day. Man, when there's no money around, when there's no kids around, when there's no people around, when there's no validation, when your phone not ringing, you must be able to sit alone and love yourself. Literally that. You must be able to sit alone and love yourself. And then love. Love is key. Love is a key frequency to be in if you just want peace, if you want happiness, if you want to live good, you know what I'm saying? Because fear only creates way more chaos, way more violence, way more suffering, way more sadness. So it's like you'll just continuously attract that if you're living in fear and hate. Because you could kind of say that if you hate something or you fear something, you have hatred on certain extremes. But if you love, then you kind of got a love and acceptance for everything. And I can sit back and acknowledge that, one of my teachers, Mark Passio, he does have a lot of hatred for the ignorance, for, of course, the Satanism that goes on in this world, for the violence, the chaos, the corruption, the mind control, the egoic and selfishness. He does have a lot of hate that he points to that. And I get it. I get it. But you must understand, you know what I'm saying? You fucking with me, you fucking with this version of occultism, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own version of getting light, you know what I'm saying? What type of information fills you up? What type of information makes you feel good? You got other YouTubers, other teachers, other speakers, all in this crazy fucking huge world. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to say. Everybody has a philosophy. Everybody is teaching something, a lifestyle, telling you something. So my version of it is really rooted in love. It really is rooted in acceptance. It really is rooted in just seeing the good and bad and everything. And ultimately, it's very little hate involved. And again, I'll be straight up. I'll be the first person to tell you, nigga, we live in a huge death cult. It is murder, assault, rape, theft, and all type of bad, crazy shit going on. Real shit. So you can hate that, you can be mad at that, or you can just accept it as something that is a side effect of this world that we live in. And that's something that I tend to do and tend to offer y'all. And this is just me fully integrating it. This is just me fully seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a certain frequency right now that other times I may not fully be on, because it's, if you don't care to own the shadow, if you don't do the work to integrate the shadow, if you don't simply just accept the shadow, then yeah, you won't be at your full capacity. You won't be whole. And that's actually a great affirmation right there. To be whole. I am whole, you are whole. You know, but at the same time, if you're hard on yourself, if you're tough on yourself, if you're real with yourself, you can acknowledge that you haven't done all of the work you need to do. You can acknowledge that you may be speaking or acting in a way and your energy ain't fully there. And oftentimes I have come on camera slightly like that. You know what I'm saying? Might have just got off work. Might be, usually it is just that. Been fucking up for 12 hours around fluorescent lights, but I'll still come on and make a video. In this moment, very integrated, very much in the zone and mode that I need to be. Rather I'm smoking, rather I'm drinking, rather I'm on shrooms. This spiritual energy that I know is what my channel and content is all about. It's not about the ego. And here we always group and revolve back to the ego. Because one thing that I'm going to tell you that a lot of people not going to tell you is that this world is ruled off of the egoic satanic force. Most people in this world is simply just mind controlled to think ego thoughts, selfishness, what's in it for me. Fuck everybody else. Fuck the other countries. Fuck the other nations. Fuck the other people. I just want to succeed and see my family and my people win. Even race. Race is a full-on psyop. Thinking that people is different from you because their color is different. We got small different tendencies. We all got different genetic advantages and disadvantages. But to be racist, to have all of this race superiority and bigotry and hatred that ultimately evolves from fear is always going to be something that just holds back your consciousness and your evolution. So, to love and see things clearly, you know what I'm saying? I do believe you can have courage and still hate some shit. Like, because you actually are going to hate somebody abusing your family. You're not going to love that, and you're not going to just accept it. You're probably going to stand up and fight against it. So then that actually probably draws us back to this idea of self-defense and protecting yourself, something that Derek Grace greatly puts forth in his teachings. Guns, self-protection, in whatever form that you may have. Y'all might not have the money to go out and buy guns. You might not be in a state that you can go out and just buy a gun. You might not know some niggas that you can just go buy a gun from. So arm yourself with a knife, taser, brass knuckles, mace. Keep the shit on you at all times. Realize where you living at. Strategic self-awareness, situational awareness, and then work out to be able to fight. Take self-defense classes. Fucking go on YouTube and look up self-defense, boxing courses. You know what I'm saying? Stretch your limbs out. Be ready at all times in this world. It's like that. Another thing that I don't talk about enough, but I know it's always just been a matter of time. Because it really is like that out here in this world. Whether you a woman, whether you a man, you do want to be on point and just ready to defend yourself, ready to kill. You know what I'm saying? You walking outside of your car, even walking to your home. It can at any time be somebody looking at you. Somebody seeing you fumbling and stumbling with some bags. Somebody seeing you on the phone and just ready to hit a lick on you. Ready to make this the worst day of your life. And then, other than that, nigga, it's just gangs of niggas out here walking around. A dude just got killed in Houston. 19-year-old football player just graduated high school. Got killed in LA. He was from Houston. He was wearing a Houston Astros baseball hat. But walking in some fucking gang-related area in LA, nigga got killed all because of his hat. So you see very well that for one, it's just in your best interest to avoid it. It's in your best interest to find your peace and find your purpose, and you can be at home working on it. Find your girlfriend, find your boyfriend, and you can be at home working on them. But genuinely, it don't really interest you that much to be just outside all the time out here in America. I get it. It's enticing. And I don't know. Sometimes I don't think that the cultural ego outside prideful niggas and women is going to be watching my content. I think I'm definitely here for the thinkers, definitely here for the meditators, definitely here for the spiritualists, definitely here for the weirdos, the crazies. But the people that's outside chasing the trends, let them do that. And then the death cult, they just got a higher chance of getting scooped up by the big death cult scooper. And that's just what it is. It sucks, but that's why you do got to be on point. Because not only is people just that fucked up, but the cops is out here literally violent, cruel, racist. The institution of cops, it attracts the most vile, the most psychopathic, the most racist, the most fucked up individuals to join an organization like that. So they out here in the streets and they willing and ready to prey on you. They willing and ready to beat you up just because they may be having a bad day, just because they wife done cheated on them. So you got that to deal with as another variable out here in the world. So ultimately, all of this shit comes down to staying in control. Staying in control of your thoughts first and foremost, because once you understand that your frequency has been compromised and you may be unhappy, you may even be sad, alchemize that shit into anger, alchemize that shit into fuel to be strong for those around you. When sadness strikes, be strong for those around you. This is just life. People die. Crazy shit happen. People around you is not going to be able to be as stable and strong as you can be. So alchemize that sadness and unhappiness into anger, fuel, fire, strength. Stay away from the motherfucking crazy psychos and mind-controlled satanic people of this world. Because you yourself may be satanic. You may actually be a Satanist. I know that my Baphomet videos got some views. I don't know if it's just because in the title Baphomet attracts people, but I think people understand and see that and think it's some dark symbol. It means something that, hey man, I ain't going to assume what y'all may associate Baphomet with. Evil, demonology, fucking conjuring up these spirits. All I can say when you fucking with those spirits is that it makes your life more intense and more extreme. Because it's all you. It's all you. When you ritualizing, if you going to take Baphomet not as a symbol of balance and androgyny and transformation and alchemy, but if you going to take Baphomet as some hardcore, motherfucking fierce demon and you just invoking that power up in you, then expect more extreme shit to your life. Expect to attract more extreme people. And just be ready to meet it, because the spirits is always going to test you. The spirits and other people, the demons and other people. Or you could just sit back and attract daisies and love and roses. Either way, you're going to attract that thing to you. So beware of that at all times. Let's get a little sip of water. Beware of that at all times. Beware of what you attract at all times. All times. It's like, it gets to a point. It gets to a point on the conscious journey. On the conscious journey and on the journey of being smart, on the journey of being aware and awake, it gets to a point where you just got to kind of detach from people that's not going to take accountability for what they attract into their life. And whether it's their sadness, whether it's their anger, whether it's their financial situation, their health, you got to know that they continuously doing certain habits, doing certain things, and ultimately just thinking a certain way. And it's ultimately just compromising your frequency, not from dealing with them and being around them, but from taking them seriously. It compromises your frequency. Because then you start to care way too much. You start to get attached to the outcome. You start to get attached to what they do. You start to, because the shit is really spiritual. You really start to feel and get an energetic cord connected with this person once you start to take their problems and what they're going through too seriously. So to detach, you know what I'm saying, as we are on the conscious journey of being awake, it's a reason that the elites call the masses of society dead. It is a reason, y'all. It's a reason. Whether they caught up in trends, caught up in watching streamers, caught up in watching the clips and whatever motherfucking skit. Bro, Mark Passio said it best. We live in a world full of pranksters. Motherfucking pranksters. Niggas out here taking everything as a joke, trying to find funnies and entertainment in every little situation. But that's okay, because the shit that I take serious is that spirituality, is that unseen. You must tap in. You must tap in. It's the unseen. It don't matter who sees it. Ha! Nigga, just you. Literally. But it's the unseen realm. It's the occult. You're a soul having a human experience. It's all about how you feel. It's all about your emotions. It's all about how you are once you're alone and by yourself. Social media is really a huge trap. I just saw how, what's the dude? Is it Mark? Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. Man, he really does look reptilian. He really does look. What are the odds? What are truly the odds that him and Elon Musk, Steve Altman, and even Jeff Bezos looks more organic? But what are the odds that those guys looks that pale, that detached, that stoic, that apathetic? Apathetic is the opposite of empathetic. To be that detached, to be that emotionless. What are the odds that they're just the highest tech billionaires and in control of these things? And the fact that they're probably just front men. The fact that they're probably just like representing these companies and hired by the elites, the government, the military. The internet itself is a military operation. Huge gem for us to all know and accept. It just wants our information, wants to track our data, wants to track our motherfucking tendencies, our thoughts. But deeper than that, Mark Zuckerberg got sued for $10 trillion, Meta, because of the algorithm hacking. And it was a list, saw it on the news, that had a big ass wide list of all type of names of kids that have committed suicide due to social media. Names, a lot of them under 20. And that is pretty crazy. But hey, I take this shit serious. So if y'all fucking with me, let all states stand. You're in good hands. Because it's not a game. All of the traps, all of the psyops, and I tell y'all right now, money is one of the biggest ones. Cash, the financial system. So essentially, when you think about people telling you that the middle class is evaporating, it's going away, there's a housing and affordability crisis. Even I've touched on these topics a little bit in my content, but I've kind of just grouped it in as a general thing. Mental health crisis, affordability crisis, motherfucking depression, suicide rates, crime, violence, dating crisis. All of these things going on in the world. But at the root of it is mind control and psyops. But with the housing and affordability crisis, that is literally not real. At the very most, it's manufactured chaos. But, dude, for one, if you want something, work hard for it. Get the money. Adapt. It's simple as that, right? And I'm the last person to tell you, oh, work harder. You need to be doing more. You need to be slaving and working harder and sweating and having a 401k. More savings, more sales, more followers, more content. I'm the last person. But, you know, if you want something, work hard for it. That's the accountability. That's being real with ourselves. That's being real with what we attract. Rather we have attracted very little resources and money, or rather you have attracted a lot of relationships and sex and breakups and kids. Be real with what you've attracted into your life. All right, the housing crisis. Middle class Just remember, y'all, if it's 8 billion people in the world, there is a person at the top, a group, a family with the most money. And then there are people at the bottom with no money. So just by simple mathematics, and I hated math in school, there will always be a median, an average. There will literally always be a middle class. Now that middle class in America may not be 80 to 120K a year. That is now lower class. And really, I've been dissected this and categorized it. King of distinction here. 120K is just lower middle class, right? 300K, you can say, is upper lower class. And then once you get into the millions, then you fucking with middle class. 10 million, 100 million, middle class, upper middle class. You get up into the billions, and you fucking with upper class. Fucking with the hundreds of millions, you fucking with the upper class. So, yeah, as simple as that. The bar is just getting higher. You know what I'm saying? And then you really do have to watch out for the psyops. I can genuinely sit here and say that every single thing is a psyop. It is a mind control scheme and tactic. It's something for you to fall into. It's something for you to just, for one, give your attention to. For one, invest in. Rather politics, society, other people. It's all here for you to invest and give your attention to. Just a big old energy siphoning game that you done been born into. Second to that, even like literally, that's simply it. Everything. So when involving this economy and government, that's where everything is a psyop. Anything under the umbrella of government and economy, that's why it is definitely in your best interest to be thinking content creation and entrepreneurship, or the stock market, or being your own business owner and selling something. But even that is iffy because you still got to show up and turn on the lights and pay bills for your shop. So the system, y'all, but all of the institutions, doctor, university, this, and plumbing, and getting a trade, doing this here, I'm not looking down on nothing at all. But the level of participation that you have to give to this system and to this matrix is vast. So that's just one thing to really consider right there, your career path. But from the perspective of how much do you have to participate and invest in this society? Because the thing about it, mental health literally involves you knowing the difference between right versus wrong behavior. A right action, any action that does not initiate harm to another person, aka a cool action. A wrong action, any action that does violate or initiate harm to another human being, aka a fucked up action. These are the laws of morality that apply to human beings with sentient awareness and consciousness and speak language. Don't apply to the animal kingdom, and don't apply to the lion attacking a zebra. They don't have the ability to know and understand the difference between right versus wrong. They ain't speaking language. They ain't using technology. So it don't apply to them. All right. But with that being said, that's how you really cure and fix your mental health. That's how you fix your cognitive dissonance. That's how you understand that worldwide, we're not free. There are degrees of freedom, and in America we have liberty, but if you want to look at it as a scale of freedom, then we do have like the highest degree. So I fuck with America for that. Grateful to be born here. And then you look at the prison system, which America coincidentally has the most prisons out of any nation in the world. That is slavery, real deal slavery. So just to understand those good things to keep you where you need to be. And with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna wrap up the video. Goddamn, drifted so far off topic from the beginning of the title of this video, but it's all good. Beware of that night shift trap, y'all. Stay godly, stay aware, and stay in control, my good people.